The following program is brought to you by the Black Forest Film Council and also by the Deutsche Square Rescue Foundation.
From Studio 5 in the heart of the Black Forest, it's Late Nacht with Manheim Tuttlingen. Tonight's special guest, Tami Stronach. Featuring the Frauleins, Sabrina, Patrina and Gert. And your house band, the Black Forest Saxophone Quartet. Now please put your hands together for the host of Late Nacht, Manheim Tuttlingen.
Welcome back to the show. Now, we here at Late Nacht love all things 1980s in case you are just tuning in or you weren't listening earlier because you were distracted by my illustrious calves. Calf cam. You're welcome. Now, let's get right into part 2 with my amazing interview with the Childlike Empress herself, Miss Tami Stronach. Oh, pretty good, me. All right, Professor Stronach, one last question about the NeverEnding Story. I will hope you will clear up a lot of rumors circulating about what is the name that Bastian screams when he calls your name. I have a theory that it is the name of my babysitter who showed me the film for the first time, that it's Monica. Huh?
It's very close.
Marissa. Munich. Yeah.
It doesn't really matter because it's supposed to be obscured. It's sort of what Wolfgang wanted. He wanted it to feel like the audience, each person in the audience would pour themselves into the story. So whatever name you want her to get, you give her.
Wow. Matilda.
It's Moonchild.
I don't know about that. Moonchild sounds like a very peace and love 60s. Maybe Bastian's mom was a hippie kind of a name. And how do you know for sure?
I was there.
Ah, you drive a hard bargain, Professor Stronach. And I'm a little convinced, but perhaps we ask, what do the Frauleins think? Sabrina, Patrina, Gert.
So it wouldn't make sense.
Frauleins, I think you're all talking at the same time. Maybe someone will go first. Any volunteers? Oh, Sabrina.
Yeah, I didn't get this far in the film, so I am a little lost.
That adds up. Yeah. Okay, Patrina.
Yeah, so I don't know if, it makes sense that he would call her Moonchild because she could turn into a wolf like a morgue with a snout.
Patrina, are you in a tub right now?
Yeah.
I'm a little worried you might be getting a little pool or a little
No, Manheim, I have the skin of a baby snake.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that interesting tidbit about yourself. Okay, good.
Well, I always thought that I was royalty, so I always kind of thought that her name would be Gert Jr.
Oh, I love this name. When I never have children, that would be the name of the first one. Okay, seamless transition, me. So, Dr. Stronach, I've heard about your NeverEnding Yoga class. This sounds like a lot of yoga, maybe too much yoga. Is it a punishment for your students? Do you force them to stretch all day and all night? Which, by the way, I think I can handle it.
No, that would be, I totally agree, too much yoga. I felt like the name NeverEnding Yoga would imply that the inspiration, the strength, the calm that you get from doing yoga on the mat would pour into your life. And so it's NeverEnding Yoga because it transitions from the mat and then you can handle stress better, the ups and downs of things. And so that's why it's never ending.
That was beautifully put and a little less intense than what I thought it was. So do you have any poses that are named after the NeverEnding Story, like the Gemork pose or the Atreyu and Artax where they're holding onto the trees and the swamps?
Well, there's definitely a tree pose. So
Oh,
do you want to try a tree pose?
yeah, I would love to try.
I'm going to talk you through it. So go ahead and stand up.
Okay. Oh, maybe I'll tilt.
Yeah, maybe tilt a little, and just root your left leg down and lift your right leg up into the air. Turn it out like a frog leg, and just stick your foot up against your thigh, right? Sole of the foot against the inner thigh. Amazing. You're very flexible. And you're just gonna keep pressing that sole of the foot against the inner thigh and your hands together. Really nice.
Wow. And what does this pose do? Does it stop you from sinking in the swamp of sadness?
No, it works your adductors, yeah, and also opens the hip on the side of the leg that's up. It also gives you a feeling of calm because trees are very grounded. They have roots that spread, so you want to kind of absorb that feeling of rootedness.
Yeah, I feel like a very rooted, muscular tree right now, and I'm ready to take on the Gmork. Bring it on, nothing. I'm clenching.
I wouldn't clench, I would just breathe. I try to just take a long, like hands in prayer, and just take a long, slow inhale into the low ribs, and then an even longer, slow exhale.
Wow. I am feeling what I am told is calm for the first time in my life.
That's wonderful.
When is this magical class, and how can we join you?
So it's every Tuesday and Thursday. Oh, I don't fall asleep in the tub because it's dangerous, you know, but every Tuesday and Thursday, and it's at 10, and anyone is welcome who wants to try some yoga. You can go to my website, which is just my name, tamistronach.com, and click on NeverEnding Yoga.
Oh yeah, we'll put up all of the links for everyone when we put this video up, so you'll be able to follow with a little click of the finger. Now, Tami, I heard a rumor that you're working on a very new, very exciting project called Man und Witch. Are you allowed to tell me anything about it?
I can tell you a little bit about it. I can't give away too many spoilers, but I can give you a little bit of info on it. Yes, my husband wrote the screenplay, and Paper Canoe, as I said, is making children's content. We started out with plays, and then we made music, and then we decided why not make a film. It's a love story fantasy film, and it's based a little bit on a true story, at least my husband's perspective. I say based on a true story-ish. Really this film is a tribute to 80s fantasy films that we all grew up on, that I grew up on, and we want to celebrate also the sort of the focus, the emphasis on story that those films had, and on the underdog winning. We kind of like those stories where the underdog, the person that isn't the wealthiest and strongest, kind of gets it all, you know? So kind of come back to those nice stories, but we also want to update it. And if you look back at fantasy films from that time, there's definitely not enough diversity. They're definitely a little sexist. So we want to update all of that, and we want to have a really diverse world. We want to have feminist characters. So we're just having fun, both celebrating the sort of classic tropes and then giving them little contemporary twists.
Oh, is there any information about this film on your website? Will it be available?
Yes, there's tons of information. Well, that's not true. We're keeping some of it close to the chest. If you go to my website again, tamistronach.com, there's a tab called Man and Witch, and it gives people information about where we are in the process. This is a true indie film. I'm one of the executive producers on it, with my husband, and we're really just trying to build a film for people who love 80s things like we do, and we're going to share our journey. So if you want to join us, we want to have you with us, and we'll be releasing all the casting as we go. We've secured some really amazing people like Sean Astin and Rhea Perlman and Christopher Lloyd. So those are all 80s people that we love. And I mean, they're not just in the 80s, they exist now too. Yeah, and then Jim Henson Studio Puppet Creature Shop is making our puppets. And I grew up on all those Jim Henson classics, and I love puppets. So again, we're not going to use CGI. This is not a blockbuster Hollywood film where we have hundreds of thousands of dollars for every second. It's hands, it's the human body and the chi of the performer through the puppet that we want to capture.
I cannot wait. I am so excited. I love the handmade feel of those there's something really magical about them. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. I'm excited too.
Tami Stronach, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I cannot believe that you have made my childhood dreams come true, getting to talk to you. I mean, the work you are doing now and the work that you did in the NeverEnding Story is just inspiring people for decades, forever, into the universe. You are the best of all time. Thank you.
Thank you, and I hope maybe you'll get out of the tub because I'm getting worried about you. You're still okay?
I'm okay, thank you, Tami.
Yeah, she's very slippery. She'll be all right. Oh, you know, Tami, we could make this a never-ending interview if you would like. I have plenty of time.
I think it was so lovely. Thank you guys, but it feels good to end, right? Yeah, it's a good moment. But
Yeah.
I need that letter for my daughter, please.
Oh, I'm writing it right now. Calligraphy, here we go. Oh, right after I build another cuckoo clock. Thank you so much, Tami Stronach.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that interview as much as I did. Oh, isn't Tami the best? And don't forget to subscribe because we are cooking up some delicious 1980s treats. Yeah, so many surprises in store. Who will be our next guest? What will I be wearing? And how much calf will I be showing? Good night.
Can I squeeze your mustard?
Let me do that again. Woo! Spreading up the
That
mustard.
was great. I don't even know.
Subscribe. Subscribing.